The recess has ended, and I'll call this regular session of the Grant County Commissioners to order Monday, January the 5th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Happy New Year and welcome. The prayer will be led by Mr. Poling with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mr. Stewart. If you would stand.
Lord Jesus, we bless you. Thank you for blessing this day and giving us 2026, and hopefully we can all work together, move the county forward, and meet all the people's needs. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Please join me and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. At this time, I'll open the floor for nominations for the position of president.
I nominate Shane Meadowsworth.
Second.
Are there any other nominations? No, sir. I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to nominate Mr. Meadowsworth as president for the year of 2026. If there's no other questions or comments, I would, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All opposed, all abstain. Thank you, gentlemen. At this time, I'll open up the floor for vice president.
I recommend Ron Stewart.
And I'll second that. Are there any other motions? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
I'll abstain.
One abstention. We'll move on to the approval of current claims. We have checks dated 12/22 of 2025. Pre-approval was given 12/22 of 2025. General fund $372,629.63. Other $664,332.30. The highway $1,412,415.21. A grand total of $2,449,377.14. We had checks dated 1/5 of 2026. General fund $258,158.71. Other $58,019.39. The highway had $27,423.84, which is a grand total of $343,601.94. So I'd entertain a motion to ratify and approve claims dated 12/22, 2025 and 1/5 of 2026.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the claims dated 12/22 of 2025 as well as 1/5 of 2026. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We had some pre-approval claims last month just due to the fact of the last day to pay claims was the 18th, and these occurred after the 18th, and we still needed to make sure that they was paid in timely fashion. So we had three pre-approvals dated 12/22, 2025 in the amount of $1,568.22 to AE Boyce Company, Inc. Also a claim dated 12/22, 2025 in the amount of $1,875 to Insurance Management Group. And then a claim dated 12/31 of 2025 in the amount of $234.90 to the Chronicle Tribune. Is there a motion to ratify?
I'll make that motion. We approve, ratify the pre-approved claims as you presented.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Polling to approve the ratification of said claims. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We had two payrolls. Payroll number 26, pre-approval was given 12/17 of 2025. The pay date was 12/19 of 2025. The gross amount was $733,677.05. And we also had payroll number 1, pre-approval was given 12/31 of 2025. The pay date was 1/2 of 2026. The total amount was $708,164.97. Motion to ratify payroll 26 and 1.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Polling to ratify payroll number 26 and number 1. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And just for the record, Ms. Auditor, how many pays are this year?
27.
27 pays, okay. And that's different than last year, correct? We'll move on to the minutes. We had minutes from the executive session dated December the 15th, 2025 at 11:01 a.m. Are there any corrections that need to be made to those minutes?
Mr. President, I've reviewed the minutes. No corrections. I'll make a motion that we approve them.
And I'll abstain because I wasn't here.
And I'll second the minutes for approval. Are there any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. One abstention. Mr. Polling, minutes are approved. And we'll move on to the receipt of monthly reports. We did receive the clerk's November 2025 report and the treasurer's May 2025 report. So we're going to note those as received. Any questions or comments?
Sir.
We'll move on to communication and board updates. Are there any elected officials or boards or special committees that would like to address the commissioners? Not seeing anyone. We'll move on to the EMA report. Mr. Jackson.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Quiet start to the new year. We're hoping that that trend continues throughout. But with that, I would like to take a minute to introduce Mr. Rob Kiesling, Grant County, I'm sorry. American Electric Power. He is the External Affairs Manager, if you haven't met him before. The reason I bring Rob is he is an AEP is an integral part of what we do, and keeping the lights on is top of the list of important things. So anytime that we think something might be heading our way that could affect our power, Rob is always quick to reach out and make sure that we're covered. We've got crews in place and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate everything that him and AEP does for the citizens of Grant County. And so with that, I just want to go into just a project that we started last year that they were able to help us with quite a bit. As you can see, Mr. Elliott put up a grid or a presentation for us. We started last year with a special operations unit. This is really in conjunction with EMA, EMS, and the health department. We learned a few things through COVID that were tough lessons to learn, but we are way better prepared today, and this unit is part of that, can help us with some of the things that we learned through that. Also, Mill Township, Gas City Fire Department, both of them provide manpower, help us manage this along with Grant County EMS. So when we acquired the new ambulances last year, that left us a unit that we could really kind of repurpose. So this unit is designed to respond to the big incidents, and with the donation that we was able to get from AEP Foundation, we were able to buy some personal protective equipment for our crews to enable us to really go into hazard situations, and like I mentioned with the pandemic, so highly infectious people, rather than us take an ambulance out of service, that would basically hurt the county, we can put this, it is a fully functional ambulance, we can transport if we have to. So if we have a truly highly infectious patient, we can put those people in there. Next slide, Marcus. This is showing, actually, it's Mr. Bennett behind me here. No, next slide. I think we'll show a little better. Thanks. This is what's called a powered air supply respirator, a PAPR, we call them. We were able to purchase some of these and some other protective gear with the donation from AEP. So there again, want to thank AEP for their support and us putting this together. It's really a big step in the right direction for protecting the county. This unit also works in conjunction with District 6 Healthcare Coalition, which takes in the 13 counties in District 6. There are units similar to this, actually bigger than this, in both Howard and Delaware counties. So if an incident did happen anywhere in the district, we can respond to that, and they would respond to Grant County as well. So going on behind the scenes, we try to keep that basically low key and out of the way, but know that we're always working toward preparedness and keeping that in the forefront. So thank you, Rob. Thank you, AEP Foundation. Questions?
I have none. On behalf of the commissioners, thank you to
Thank you,
AEP, and I know we've partnershiped over the years, and hopefully we can continue that, and
Absolutely.
thanks for the collaboration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We'll move on to the Central Dispatch Report. Mr. Hicks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have 17 dispatchers, 3 of those in training. We have 5 part-timers. We have 3 in training, or 2 in training today. They're taking their emergency medical dispatch class. That is a 3-day class, and it's a certification which is required for them to obtain and to maintain as part of their job. So we're working with them to get that done this week. We have 3 sit-ins that are going to be scheduled this week to try and get our open position filled. We interviewed just before Christmas, and then with holidays and vacations, we were not able to get those sit-ins scheduled, but we're going to try to get those done this week. For our call volume, we had 40 line 911 calls in the month of December. We had 2,124 cell 911 calls. We had 180 voice over IP 911 calls. We had 41 calls that the system wasn't sure exactly what they were, for a total of 2,385 911 calls. And then all calls, including admin, was 9,284. Those calls resulted in 1,106 EMS calls, 8,660 police calls, 633 fire calls, and Central Dispatch handled 572 calls for service, for a total of 10,971 calls. At the next meeting, I will have our year-end stats to go over for all of 2025. If you have any other questions, I'll be able to answer those for you now.
I have none. You know?
All right, thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
We have the IT report. Mr. Elliott.
Good morning. I don't have too many updates, but we've just been working with Forte. They've been putting in the new video systems for the courts. So me and my staff, we went in, we put in the new system in the jail, so that one's up and running. And I believe this morning Forte's out is stopping by to do Superior Court 2, so they should have them done today or tomorrow. I don't know if you gentlemen have any other questions for me, or
I don't. You gentlemen?
no?
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks so much.
Thank you.
We'll move on to the Highway Department report. Mr. White?
Morning.
Morning.
Just update you on a few projects. We did work a couple days since the last meeting for snow and ice removal. We worked New Year's Day for about 5-6 hours getting that treated and everything. So keeping those up to date and getting the trucks back together and everything. Out on County Road 900 West, we did get that small structure installed, and actually that will convert into a bridge since it's over 20 foot wide. So we'll get a hold of the bridge inspection team and have them come out within 30 days and inspect that and get it on our list of things. The one on 1125 South and 100 West, we've got the box assembled, and we're just waiting on some fiber optic to get moved out of the road before we install it. So we're working with the fiber optic company out there to get that out of our area so we can work on that. So next Monday, CR and myself will be going to NDOT to present our Bridge 712 for federal aid project. I think it's an all-day event for them taking the federal aid people that are applying for federal aid jobs. So we're going to try to go for the third time and hopefully maybe win it this time, kind of thing. So we'll be doing that on Monday. I believe we got to be there around noon for that. So
Maybe CR will be your good luck charm.
yeah, I was gonna say, I thought about just letting him do it, so. So, I need to change our fuel and stone bid back to February 2nd. We didn't get our paperwork advertised, so with the holidays and everything, so if that's all right, we'll set that for February 2nd at 9 a.m. to have it in, and then open at 10, if that's all right, so.
Do those bids come to me, or do they go to you?
They will go to the auditor's office. Yep, so, and they'll advertise it and everything for us, so. That's all I have, unless you gentlemen have anything, so.
I know I went and looked at the structure out on 900. That looked really nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, other than doing the paving, which we'll have to do this summer kind of thing, but it turned out really well, I believe, and the homeowners that lived in that area, were happy with everything. And we didn't do all the dirt work, cause I'm afraid if there's no grass, it'll wash it down, so as soon as spring gets here where we can keep grass on it, we'll finish that up, so.
Well, good luck on the Monday bridge
Yeah,
presentation. So
yeah.
if you-
We're supposed to meet Wednesday with Tanisha from BFNS, kind of make sure we got our presentation properly documented and ready to go. So hopefully, we'll, like I said, try again. So hopefully we'll get it this time. So
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank
okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, the Veteran Service Officer has something that he wanted
Yeah.
to present.
I'll go ahead and add the Veteran Service Officer, Mr. Kilgan.
Good morning, Happy New Year, gentlemen. Just two quick items. One, just a request. I've given you all a copy of a 2012 proclamation that old commissioners signed off on, and I would like for you all to take a look at that and see if you would like to make any edits or changes to it so that we can get a new one out on the street. It talks about our Purple Heart status as the only Purple Heart county in Indiana. It talks about our veteran stand down that we'll be doing the 7th of October and various events for Military Appreciation Week during Veterans Day week. So I'll take any edits that you all would like to propose for that, and I'll get that put together for you so we can get that published with the current commissioner signatures on it. That's the request. The other item is just information. We have a Veterans Assistance Program that we run with donations from the public and the community. That's for veterans in urgent need. We had one homeless veteran come in the day before Thanksgiving requesting assistance. We had another one on Christmas Eve, and we had 2 on New Year's Eve that came in because of fires where they lived. They were out of a place to live. So those are the types of situations that we use the Veterans Assistance Program for. One of our fundraisers that we're working on right now is a T-shirt there you've got there in front of you that Hoosier Jiffy Print produced for us, and we'll be selling those out of the office. And there's a profit margin involved that we pour into the Veterans Assistance Program. So that's just info for y'all, and I'll take any questions that you may have for the office.
No, I think that this is a great idea, and I think we just need to update this resolution, and we'll be happy to entertain it for sure.
Thank you very much.
And thanks
Happy New
for
Year.
all you do.
Thank you.
We'll move on to old business. The first item under old business is the 2026 appointments to the BZA and APC. I believe the only one that we need to address today is for the APC, which would be appointing Ed Hartman to the APC at this time. Because we already addressed the BZA at the last meeting. Correct. So I'd entertain a motion for that.
I'll make a motion. We appoint Mr. Hartman to the Area Plan Commission.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to appoint Mr. Ed Hartman to the Area Plan Commission. Are there any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We also, item number 2 under old business, Health Board Appointments. I know we did make one appointment to the Health Board. I'm still waiting to hear back from 2 different doctors on the other appointment, so I'll just wait to put that on the next agenda. We'll go ahead and, I'll go ahead and read our staffing appointments for 2026. Public Safety Director Kevin Hicks, EMA Director Bob Jackson, County Administrator / HR Director Beth Winters, IT Director Marcus Elliott, Veterans Affairs Officer Jeffrey Kilgren, 1-year appointment, Maintenance Director Mike Simison, Veterans Weights and Measures Mark Fleming, EMS Director Don Harness, Highway Superintendent David White, County Attorney Marty Harker. Are there any questions or comments?
No, sir.
Yeah, and we'll appoint Ed Ormsby as the county's assistant attorney. All in favor of those appointments? Need a motion and a second.
I'll make a motion that we approve those staffing appointments as you just presented, Mr. President.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the 2026 staffing appointments. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. We'll move on to the first item under new business. Item number 1, Rules of Procedure Ordinance. This time I'll turn it over to legal, Mr. Harker.
Thank you, Mr. Middlesworth, and good morning. I have drafted an ordinance for the commissioners in order to help formalize some of the meeting requirements and the agenda requirements, and also the timing of what gets submitted to the commissioners to be put on the agenda. This will help organize the business of the county as it comes before the commissioners. And so I can answer any specific questions that any of you may have.
Are there any questions?
What was that ordinance number?
Number one.
Should be number one.
Oh, yeah.
So, if there's no questions. Ordinance number one, an ordinance of the Grant County, Indiana Board of Commissioners establishing rules of procedure for conduct of official meetings. This ordinance is simply just simplifies the processes that we're already doing. It's just in writing now. And so we're adopting, commissioner rules as Mr. Harker's laid out.
Is the chair ready for a motion?
I'm ready for a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance number 2026-1.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve ordinance number 2026-1, a ordinance of the Grant County, Indiana Board of Commissioners establishing rules of procedure for the conduct of official meetings. If there's no other questions or comments, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll, I'm gonna remove item number 2 from the agenda. We'll move on to item number 3, incarceration fee ordinance. Again, I'll turn it over to Mr. Harker, legal counsel.
Yes. At the request of Sheriff Garcia, I have prepared an ordinance that allows the sheriff to charge inmates under Indiana law during times of their incarceration. There are several exceptions and obvious standards for those that are indigent and cannot afford to pay. However, this ordinance complies with Indiana law and gives the sheriff the authority to collect fees that may be due. Those fees are restricted in their use. There will be a county prisoner reimbursement fund pursuant to Indiana law, and the funds that are collected, the fees that are collected that go into this fund are to be used for the operation, construction, repair, remodeling, enlarging, and equipping of the county jail or juvenile detention center, or for the cost, care, maintenance, and housing of prisoners, including housing prisoners in their counties. So we believe that this is an appropriate ordinance for the sheriff to have in order to continue to run his operations.
Are there any questions or comments from the members? So this would be ordinance number 2-2026, an ordinance authorizing the county sheriff to charge and collect the maximum per diem of incarceration fee allowed by law. Just a note that, obviously this would have to have a fund creation. It'd be a separate fund per the IC code, as well as it can only be spent exclusively for the operation, construction, repair, remodeling, enlarging, equipping of county jail or juvenile detention center, or the cost of care, maintenance, and housing of prisoners, including housing prisoners in other counties. That's all the funds could be spent for, just so we're clear. I think there's probably some more details behind this ordinance later, Dave, but this is step 1. Is there any other questions or comments? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve ordinance number 2-2026. At this time, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for public comment. If you wanna address the body, come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and I'll allow up to 2 minutes.
Hi, Bill Creech, from here in Marion, 1409 Ironwood. I'd just like to thank the commissioners for all the work that they've done in 2025 and continue on in 2026. I totally endorse what you have done, and hopefully we'll continue the great ride that we've had. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Creech.
Are there any other public comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 5, conflict of interest forms for 2026.
Number 4.
Oh, jail population resolution, sorry. We'll backtrack. We'll move on to jail population resolution. At this time, I'll turn it over to Mr. Harker. Thank you.
Thank you. The commissioners are committed to minimizing the risk of a federal lawsuit on overcrowding at the jail. The current jail count capacity is 274, and recently the capacity has been exceeding 300. Given the fact that should the council determine that a new jail is authorized, it's going to be a couple of years before that occurs. The commissioners believe it's important to take all steps necessary in order to keep the overcrowding at a minimum and try to avoid any kind of federal lawsuit. There have been a few recently that have required new jails to be built in neighboring counties, and so the commissioners want to do what they can in order to minimize this risk. The sheriff has exclusive control by law under the jail, and the care of prisoners is squarely within his statutory purview. The county council is in charge of the funds in order to help operate the jail. The purpose of this resolution is to ask the sheriff to keep the jail at capacity and to request that the council appropriate the funds necessary to transport and house inmates outside of Grant County. The purpose of this is to keep the capacity down in order to minimize the liability risks associated with overcrowding.
Are there any questions or comments from the members? This is resolution 1, right?
Yes.
If there's no questions or comments from the members, I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling, to approve resolution number 2026-1, a resolution of the Grant County Board of Commissioners establishing the maximum operating capacity of the jail, capacity of the Grant County Jail. Are there any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Harker.
Thank you.
We'll move on to item number 5, conflict of interest forms for 2026. For the record, Mr. Poling has provided his conflict of interest statement, and I, Shane Middlesworth, have provided my conflict of interest statement. For the record, note that the commissioners we have received them, and then they'll be filed electronically with the correct office. We have a cleaning contract quote approval with company selection. This time I'll turn it over to Beth Winters, our administrative executive, regarding the cleaning contract.
We accepted quotes for an update for a new cleaning company, and the commissioners have selected Comfort Clean LLC to be the cleaning contractor for 2026 on a 1-year renewal contract. they've submitted their insurance documentation and information that we need to be a correct vendor for the county. We just need your signatures on the contract.
And Mr. Harker, you've reviewed the contract and
That gives us a 30-day out if something
Yes.
is correct.
Yes, I have.
So I just wanna make sure we're clear. So we get into, it's a 1-year contract. If we get into it, let's say 3 months down the road, we can get out of that contract just by providing them 30 days notice.
30 days written notice
Yes.
by either party.
Okay.
any other questions or comments? The total amount was,
It's
Thank you.
$16,000 a month, $192,000 a year. We'll pay them on a quarterly basis.
paid quarterly, it's $16,000 a month. It's got the 30-day clause. And the legal has reviewed it. Any other questions or comments from the members? And we're paying for all the supplies,
Yes.
just like the previous contract. So they're providing the staff, we're providing the supplies.
Yes. And they will be contractors, not employees.
Correct, contractors. I'd entertain a motion to approve and accept the contract with Comfort Clean LLC.
So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the contract with Comfort Clean LLC. Are there any other questions or comments from the members? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So just for those that can hear me, as far as department heads and elected officials, you know, obviously, it's gonna take the new cleaning contractor time to get it, up to speed. And so, like Ms. Winters have said in the past, maybe us, taking our trash cans out or, doing minimal cleaning in the meantime, but they will receive the keys today to the buildings.
Yes.
They'll be up to speed as much as we can, but obviously, the commissioners want things clean, and hopefully, Comfort Clean will provide that service at an exceptional,
Better standards,
yeah,
higher standards.
higher standards for sure, so.
And I would just like to publicly say, if anyone has any cleaning issues, to send that to our Fix-It email. So fixit@grantcounty.in.gov, and we'll handle those as they come.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
And thank you to everyone that did provide a quote as well. I mean, there were some other good, close, competitive companies that I think would do an exceptional well job as well. Obviously, in the commissioner's budget, we've only got budgeted $175,000, so we either have to address that funding shortfall with the transfer or additional. So that'll be up to us to decide how we're gonna handle that. But I probably will notify council that we did approve contract cleaning, and that line item needs to be adjusted. We'll move on to item number 7. Do we have anything from the Drainage Board at this time, Mr. Pulling?
No, you've already appointed the ones that needed to be.
Need to reappoint Mr.
Oh,
Poling.
yeah, you
Okay.
gotta reappoint me.
So, motion to reappoint Mr. Pulling to the Drainage Board.
So moved.
I have a motion from myself, a second from Mr. Stewart to appoint Mr. Pulling to the Drainage Board as our representative. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign, one abstention. We'll move on to item number 8, under new business, County Assistant Attorney Ed Ormsby.
You already did that.
Did you have anything you'd like to add? No? We good?
No, I'd like to welcome Ed. Go ahead and introduce yourself if you'd like.
They already passed you.
Yeah.
At this time, we're gonna introduce, allow him to introduce himself, Mr. Ed Ormsby.
Ed Ormsby. I am
born and raised in Terre Haute, Indiana. I have a Bachelor of Science degree from Indiana State University in Terre Haute. And that finance degree, after I got that, I went on to Washington, D.C., graduate of Georgetown Law School. I have been at Beckman Lawson from the date that I graduated up into 2006, worked my way up to partnership, did mostly litigation early in my career, and then moved over to the corporate side and did a lot of transactions. I now represent a number of closely held businesses. A lot of them are in the healthcare industry. I do their general counsel work, meaning I do their mergers, acquisitions, real estate, contract work, and legislative communications with them. My wife Christy is a lobbyist, and she works closely with Senator Mishler, who is our Senate Appropriations Chair. That is the way that I happened to meet the Grant County Commissioners. Christy, for an interim period for U.S. Congresswoman Victoria Spartz, was the Deputy Chief of Staff for Victoria. And she got to meet the commissioners here. In talking with the commissioners, there was a need to maybe reduce some of the attorney's fees that had been going on down in Indy, and to address some transactional matters, economic development matters, and hopefully we'll reduce those fees that were being charged by the Indy firms. And as I come on the legal team with Marty. I have also been the county attorney for Kosciuszko County since 2021, when the current county attorney there went on the bench. The commissioners asked me to come aboard to help them with those matters that were more transactional, economic development, and contract related. Anything else you'd like to know? Thank you.
Welcome aboard on behalf of the commissioners.
Thanks.
We're gonna have a great year, I feel like, so welcome aboard. Are there any other things for the good of the order from the members? I will know at our next meeting, we'll have a Board of Finance meeting. Typically, we have to have that in January, and so we'll be sending out a notification regarding Board of Finance. I believe, we all sit on that?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
So, yeah, so in our regular meeting, we'll approve the president and vice president of that. And then also, we'll announce the members that's on there. And then immediately following our general session, we'll have a brief Board of Finance meeting. That's how we've done it in the past.
Okay.
Mr. Harker, does that sound?
Say that again?
So our Board of Finance meeting, we'll have that at the next meeting on January 20th. And during our regular session, we'll announce, or we vote on the president, vice president, and then immediately following the regular session, we'll have that Board of Finance meeting, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Stewart. Anything else for the good of the order? We'll move on to public comment. At this time, if you want to address the Board of Commissioners, come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. And we'll allow 2 minutes, or if you're online as well.
Like I said, I appreciated what you all did in 2025. 2025 and before gave us an opportunity to use a lot of the ARPA funds. And I just wanted to make note of that because to tamper down some of the expectations on spending that came out with those are one-time things. And I think a lot of people may say, well, you approved this, then you won't let me do this. It's back to regular normal budgeting. So just trying to tamp down some of those expectations. And I know you'll be fiscally responsible, but just for everybody to understand, that was a lot of money that was out there to maybe catch up some things. And and do those type of things, and I think pretty much wisely spent, but it's not there no more. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good
Thank you.
Great point, Mr. Creech. Thank you.
Any other public comment? This time, I'll just go ahead and close the public comment portion. Due to Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, our next regular commissioners meeting will be Tuesday, January the 20th, 2026 at 10 a.m. And we'll be in recess until then, and thank you for coming.